Welcome to Dean Smiles, episode 25. Can't believe it. It's a beautiful September day. Happy Thursday. Here we are, and I've been asked about this and talked about it because it's the theme of my channel. Before I go into the episode, I'm Dean. Welcome. I am a retired middle school science and then later STEM teacher. And storytelling and smiles have always been a part of my life in the classroom and with my family and friends. And so I started this channel to pass on some of those things, but also I noticed as I was retired that some people my age or older really have kind of a grumpy look on their face, and it's like there's a lot of cool things happening. And smiles can be powerful, which leads to today's episode, the 6 reasons I smile. And this is purely me, and I've been taking notes ever since probably episode 10 as to why I smile and doing research. And I'm going to give you those 6 things as well as a bonus at the end. Number 1, it boosts your mood. There are neurons, and it's like a dopamine hit. When you smile, you release that, and it gives you a boost in your mood, a boost on your daily outlook. And when you receive a smile and you give one, it comes together and it feels good. So at the top of my list is it definitely boosts my mood, gives me a warmer feeling inside. And I don't know, I know there's the science with the dopamine and the neural connections, but I can vouch for it. It just makes me feel better. Number 2 is there are many, many, many health benefits. And I'm looking at my notes, immune system, reduces stress, longevity. Longevity is a big one because I'm closer to the end of my life than the beginning, and I want to expand that. And if smiles can help me with that, that's a really, really big factor. It was amazing, the tested studies that showed how it makes your health, and it totally improves your health, how this up here and this here connect to your whole body and make you feel better. And they say that people, and there's studies that show this, that people that smile more and tend to have a better outlook on life and live longer. I'll take that. Number 3, going along with number 2, I notice, and there's studies that show that it releases pain. It redirects the pain, makes it more tolerable. Endorphins, it says the endorphins released when your smile act as a normal painkiller help reduce physical discomfort. I've noticed this in myself, and when Darla and I are talking about it, it also is the same. I can feel better when I'm smiling. And on the flip side, if I don't, and I am neutral or not as upbeat, not smiling like I'd like, well, then I notice the pain more. I didn't put these in order that they came to me because they kind of ebb and flow. But number 4 increases social connections. Like, one thing that I do is when I'm working with someone, if someone's helping me, I try to make a conscious effort. How is your day going? Not how you doing. Hey, how is it going? How is your day going today? And do it in a tone. And it opens the door for conversation. 9 times out of 10, it presents a smile, even if the person I'm talking to doesn't have a great day. The other side of it is I'm always so jealous because I'm surrounded by people that genuinely smile. And they just have natural smiles. They smile with their eyes, they smile with their lips, they smile with their face. I'm working on that. I was taught to be stoic, and you don't lead on to how you're feeling, and now realizing how important that smile is. But when I get one of those genuine, warm smiles, oh my gosh, I feel a connection. I feel happier. I smile. I believe it is so important, and the social connection of giving and sharing a smile. And my grandpa always used to say, and I used to share this in my classroom, if you give a smile, in most cases you'll get a smile. And I've found that true my whole life. Down the line of social connections, it also makes you feel more trustworthy. And that was important for me in the classroom because I need to build trust. If my students are going to buy into what I'm trying to sell, the lesson of the day, they have to trust me. They have to look at me and say, okay, this old guy, he's got something I'm going to bite into. So it builds that social connection and trustworthiness. And finally, down that line, I would say trustworthy and more approachable. I would much rather go up to someone that's smiling than someone that's scowling. Number 5, spreads positivity. There are, in every day, there are things you can choose your attitude that are good, and you can choose your attitude to be bad. The fish philosophy. The positivity that comes with smiling helps me, first of all, to choose my attitude to find the good things and not dwell on them. And this is one of the things, and I've talked about it often, people my age or older, it's like taxes, politics, health insurance, aches, pains. It's like, I'm not degrading that. Those things are very valid and different valid reasons for different people. But don't let that take away from the positivity that is out there, because there are also some great things. And if you get caught in those other things too much, you miss out on the positivity that your smile is going to bring to someone else, and the positivity that someone's smile is going to give back to you and just make you feel better. And most important, and they all go on this, but number 6, it just feels good. You ever notice when you give a smile and it's exchanged, it was like, dang, that felt good. Or someone beats you to the punch and gives you a smile or waves to you and you return it, it just feels good. And that's a pretty important one. So those are my 6 things. Boost mood, many health benefits, relieves pain, definitely enhances the social connections, spreads positivity, and it feels good. Here's my bonus. Take a minute, and this will put a smile on your face. I'm almost positive it always is with me. I'm talking about how far you've come and not taking it for granted, and appreciate that it's been a long journey and you can smile about it. Give you an example. I grew up in a small town, and in my 2nd grade or 3rd grade year, I can't remember which it was, we would always take the standardized test. And I got bored and made a decoration on it, made a design. For some strange reason, the next year, I was no longer in the middle reading class. I was what I called the crows class, and you had to go to a special classroom. And it deflated me. All of a sudden, I became a worse reader, and I looked at myself in a lesser way. We would sit around, and you know how students, you rotate around the room in the traditional classrooms, and it's like, oh, read a paragraph, and I would count how many people would come to me so I could practice the paragraph and not sound silly. But then someone like Julie or Keith would read 2 paragraphs before me, and then it threw me, so I pushed my paragraph. I had this whole self-fulfilling prophecy that I stunk at reading going through my school days. And I didn't go back to college until later, and it still hung. Fast forward, I'm dead serious about this. I would read a passage, read a story to my class. I literally would get a lump in my throat. My students would say, are you okay, Mr. Straw? We're just talking about science. It looks like you're choked up. And I would tell them why. I never took for granted and how far it came. And, to be able to read in front of a crowd, to be able to present in front of a crowd and feel confident to be able to present in front of a camera. So that's my bonus. Think about where you've come. My reading from where it was and where it is has come so far, and it still makes me smile. Okay, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I would love to hear the reasons that you smile. Now, we've had some exciting ones. Tomorrow, we are into football season. Grandsons, college football, pro football. It is a community that makes you smile, makes me smile. The next episode is the football smiles. Tomorrow I'm going to go back and watch a game near my hometown and going to go to the farm that looks very different that I grew up in, that we still have. And I know that'll put a sad smile on my face, if that makes sense to you. But I'm excited to share with you looking ahead, football smiles, and just the daily smiles that come through and brighten my day. Thank you so much. As always, keep smiling.
Smiling things we all can share.